Welcome to another happy hour hang, you guys. Happy Monday. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. We obviously recently had daylight savings here in California, and it is already getting dark, it feels like. It already feels like the sun is setting, and I absolutely hate it because I've loved using the natural light for these lives, and so today's gonna be our tester to see how long the natural light lasts for these happy hour hangs. I am somebody who does not like daylight savings when it gets dark earlier outside. I like it to be light as long as possible, but we're dealing, we are coping. Yes, Jessica, I saw the photo you posted in the group chat about how dark it is getting in London so early, and it's so funny you posted that because I think I talked about it on here. We are going to be in Europe around the holidays. We are going to Germany, Paris, and Annecy. And we were researching things this over the weekend, and one of the tips on there was how it is dark for a lot of the day. So, but that's okay. You know what I mean? We're gonna enjoy the sunshine while we have it. I also feel like I do look like winter is coming, like very pale. I am getting my hair cut next week, you guys, so the long hair will be gone and touched up. And I'm trying to think of what else I have to catch you up on. Over the weekend, literally did absolutely nothing. You guys, over the weekend, literally, I feel like I just rotted the whole weekend. I was recovering from having, obviously, my childhood friends in town, and I felt like I had a little sickness coming on, so I literally did nothing, but I did watch some really good Apple TV shows. So if anyone needs Apple TV Recs for my people who love some drama, a little, like, not true crime, but more so like psychological thrillers. We watched Disclaimer with Kate Blanchett. So good. The finale airs this Friday, so highly recommend Disclaimer on Apple TV. Shrinking is like a comedy, dark comedy, also on Apple TV. Got caught up on that. Also watched Defending Jacob, and a show that I am not happy to admit that we're watching, but we gave in, and we've are watching Presumed Innocent. And the reason why Mama Hill and I were not wanting to watch Presumed Innocent is because it stars Jake Gyllenhaal, and you know I am not a Jake Gyllenhaal fan, obviously, but finally gave in, and I have to say, it is a good show. But he's kind of a not great person in the show as well, so it makes it an easier pill to swallow. So absolutely did nothing over the weekend except catch up on Apple TV shows. And yes, Robert, thank you for reminding me. Today is Chiefs Day, you guys. I wanted to make sure I addressed that. There's a chance Taylor's going to be at the game tonight, so we shall see. But today the Chiefs are playing. One of my friends is coming over to watch the game, so we will make sure we are wrapped up by the time of kickoff, you guys. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I see everyone's going off already, which I love to see. Jessica is here, George is here, Maria is here as well. Live with Marissa, Jonna, Abby is here. Hi, Abby. Dave is here as well. Jody, Patty, Joy. Joy, I hope you're loving the membership. I know you became a member last week. I hope you're loving it. JC is here as well. Chris, Marie, Robert, hello, Mr. Mraz is here, Diana, Crimson Rose, Shay just popped in as well, Miss Heather is here, hello, D is here, D said my first actual live, D. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for always after watching, and I'm so happy that you made it to this live. Colors just popped in as well. I also saw someone else say it's their first live. I think it was Gracie saying this was the first time you've been able to catch a live. I always get so stoked to see you guys say it's your first live that you're able to catch, because of course after watching is always so much fun as well, but it is so fun when we get to connect live. Jelena already putting up your Christmas tree. That is amazing. It's my first Christmas in my first apartment. Jelena, that is such a special memory. I'm so happy that you got a Christmas tree. I need to go get my Christmas tree out of storage. I am a Christmas girly. I know everyone, really likes Halloween. That is not me. I do like fall. So I will say fall I appreciate and I like, but Christmas is my holiday, you guys. So I am so excited that we are getting into Christmas time. We have so much to get into on this happy hour hang, you guys. We're going to talk about some Diddy updates, JLo and Ben Affleck. We're also going to talk about Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. We're going to talk about Kanye West and Bianca Sensory. We're going to talk about Travis Scott, Kylie Jenner, Timothy Chalamet. We're going to talk about Selena having to clap back at body shamers again. I literally actually hate that this is a story yet again, that this is tea we yet again have to discuss. And the fact that people still have theories and still make comments on Selena's body when she has addressed it so many times, when she has addressed her autoimmune disorder, when she has addressed the fact that she cannot have children. The fact that this is still even a conversation that's had online is crazy to me. But I feel like Selena's response was really good, so I cannot wait to get into that. And then, of course, we're going to end with a little Tavis to you guys. We're going to talk about how Taylor hopefully will be at the game, things that happened over the weekend. We're going to talk about the Jason Kelce throwing the phone incident that went viral. People have a lot of thoughts about it. We're going to get into that as well. So it is going to be a very fun, tea-filled happy hour hang before the Chiefs game this Monday. We love a little Monday night football. We will make sure we're having our snacks, any beverages, all of that good stuff. Jelena said, I will say kids from 13 to 15 are catching up on all the tea with her. I have my nieces asking me, OMG, she dated Justin Bieber. I love that. I feel like Gen Zers and maybe even younger kids don't fully understand all of the history that Selena has in the entertainment industry. Like, she has been at this for so long, which I do believe now is why her fuse for BS is so short. I do think she's always kind of had that short fuse in her, but now she's just with somebody who empowers her to voice her opinion, and that's why we're seeing her clap back a lot more. But I'm here for it. If I have people constantly commenting on my body when it looks slightly different than the last time I was in public, I would probably be honestly saying a lot meaner things than Selena Gomez. I would be telling people, in the words of Cass, to pound sand. I would, and probably even worse things. Like, I think after a while that has to be absolutely exhausting. I also wanted to shout out Miss Nancy from Austin, Texas. Nancy, you know Austin is one city that will always have a place in my heart. Miss Ace just popped in as well. Hey, Madison and House of Hill family, only missed 7 minutes. You're good to go. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, Miss Ace, for reminding me. If you are here and you have not given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. You guys know, unfortunately, I cannot control YouTube notifications. I wish I could. So you liking this video and engaging in the chat like y'all are doing helps people who haven't gotten their YouTube notification get it, because it tells YouTube, hey, people are watching, people are engaging. Crimson Rose just popped in as well. Dude, I felt so old seeing the Fortnite event in New York City and seeing Snoop Dogg perform and hearing Gen Zers say the event sucked because they don't know what's up. Is that true? They were saying it sucked because they didn't know who Snoop Dogg was? That is a crime. We have failed the youths. If the youths do not know who Snoop Dogg is, we have failed. We have failed. That is absolutely insane. Snoop Dogg is an icon. Oh my God. Jelena, I already know you're making sure your nieces and nephews know what's up, but that is crazy to me that yes, you can. Jelena said, I'm gonna be honest, I can't name one song from Snoop Dogg. Yes, you can. Drop It Like It's Hot. Hello. Drop It Like It's Hot is, well, maybe that's a millennial song, but that's one of my favorite Snoop Dogg songs. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Also, Miss Jackie X is here. Hi, Maddie and House of Hill, setting up my laptop to catch the tea. Jamie just popped in as well. Allie on my drive home from the gym. Can't wait to hear all the tea. Oh my God, Allie, you just reminded me I need to get back in the gym. I did get a walking pad, which has been helping, but you guys, I really was just talking to Mama Hill over the weekend. I was like, I have got to get back into it. You know what is embarrassing to admit, but it's also true? I genuinely have been off my good workout regimen since before I went to Kansas City in August. Up until then, I was really good, really consistent. The members know I was going on like 2 walks a day at least, doing at-home workouts. But then after traveling, moving, life being crazy, I have not worked out barely at all, other than since I got my walking pad last week, doing walks while I prep the live. But you guys, I've got to get back on it. Seeing Allie's comment, I was like, oh my God, I got to get back into the workout regimen. Cass said, okay, that was hilarious because I literally came in, as you said, as Cass would say, pound sand. I can't stay. Our dog came yesterday. Oh my God, so I need to keep eyes on at all times. Wanted to say hi and love and miss y'all. Cass, please send pictures. Please send pictures of the dog in the group chat. You guys, if you want to be in the House of Hill group chat, you have to join the membership. It is so much fun. It's so easy to join. You just go to my channel homepage. Right next to the subscribe button, you hit the join button. And that is how you get access to the group chat, which Cass, please send photos there. And you also get access to a members only live every Tuesday at noon Pacific Standard Time and a members only video every single Friday. So definitely consider joining the membership. You know that my goal is to have 200 members by the end of the year, and we have 2 months to make it happen. And we need like 119 more people to join. So please, if you're considering it, definitely do it. It would be a nice holiday treat to yourself to get some extra content. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get into this tea, you guys. If you're here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. Shout out to all of our after watchers. Shout out to all of our international House of Hill members as well. We love y'all. We see y'all. And now let's go ahead and get into the tea. Also, I wanted to say hi to Tabitha. I just saw you pop in. Okay, you guys, so kicking things off, talking about Diddy. So today is Diddy's 55th birthday, and obviously he is behind bars, where he should be in my opinion, and there have now been multiple reports about what Diddy ate on his birthday behind bars. So the original report is from the New York Post, but according to the MDC Brooklyn menu, you guys, Diddy reportedly had at 6 a.m. his choice of cereal, fruit, and a breakfast cake, whatever that is, but it feels festive, I guess. For lunch at 11 a.m., he reportedly had pasta with marinara sauce. And then for his dinner at 4 p.m., which already happened, he had his choice of chicken or tofu fried rice with black beans and carrots. So everyone's been commenting on how obviously this meal is vastly different from other birthday dinners that Diddy has had in his life. And again, in my own personal opinion, I feel zero empathy or sympathy for that. Why is this news, Jody? Literally my thoughts. I'm like, obviously, this man is not eating a 5-course meal behind bars. Why should he be? Why should he be? Let's remember what he's on trial for. What is wrong with people? However, something that I did feel is very tea-filled. We actually heard his voice for the first time since he's been arrested, because whenever Diddy has appeared in court, obviously he has not spoken. His lawyers have spoken on his behalf. But his kids posted a video of them celebrating their dad's birthday, and they called him, and you can hear him on the phone in the video. And he's heard saying, quote, "I love y'all so much. I can't wait to see y'all. I just want to say I'm proud of y'all, especially the girls. I mean, all of y'all, but just for being strong. Thank y'all for being strong. Thank y'all for being by my side, supporting me. I have the best family in the world. I'm happy on my birthday. Thank y'all for giving me this call." So, again, we know his kids are standing by him. Also, hi, Care Bear Gratitude. I didn't see you pop in. We know his kids are standing by him. They've made multiple statements on social media, but they, again, made it crystal clear. They are sticking to their dad's innocence. And like I said, they posted this video supporting him on his birthday. And again, we got to hear a snippet of his voice on the call that was posted for his birthday. Also, too, a little added just like legal information, a legal update I wanted to let you guys in on. His lawyers have also written a letter to the judge in his case asking for a gag order to be placed on any potential witnesses to prevent them from talking and in order to ensure that Diddy has a fair trial. So they want the judge to basically say, hi, Nessa, anyone who could be a potential witness in this trial, we don't want them to be able to speak to anyone about this. We don't want them to be able to speak to the media. We basically want their lips to be sealed in order to ensure that Diddy has a fair trial because they feel as though there already has been so much false information spread out there about him that they want to make sure they can put a lid on anything else. I'm with you, Nessa. They definitely want to shut people up. I also think they are concerned about all of these reports that are popping up of people claiming to have seen things on video, claiming to have access to certain videos. I think that's also part of their issue. They don't like that all of these alleged videos are being spoken about. And again, obviously, people coming forward and saying, we heard about this, we've seen this. They don't want that perpetually talked about. I also think too, because at the end of last week, there were a lot of reports about those alleged underage victims that, you know, have now come forward and filed lawsuits against Diddy. And so I also think that's really what they're trying to minimize as well. In an effort to just try to, I guess, keep the public not fully against him. But at this point, in my opinion at least, I feel like you guys let me know, based on people in your life, based on how you feel, I feel like there's no coming back for Diddy in the court of public opinion, regardless, I guess, of what happens in court. I feel like his reputation is over, but maybe his lawyers still think that they're going to be able to come back from this. Like, I don't know. Even aside from the criminal charges, the Cassie video that we all saw with our own two eyes, I'm not entirely sure what at this point they think is going to help him, but I guess they're still going for the gag order, so we'll see. I see a little too late. Hi, Crystal. He's screwed. Sandra's just popped in as well. Miss Jackie X said he shouldn't have done any shady-ish. He wouldn't be hated. Yep, he wouldn't be hated. Absolutely. He's done, no coming back. Diddy's canceled. He's done. Too little, too late. All I can say is I hope he rots in his cage. That was from George. George, don't disagree. Robert said he's so done. So we will obviously keep an update and keep an eye on the whole Diddy situation, but he did spend his birthday behind bars, everybody. He had to eat black beans and carrots on the side of his fried rice. Wham. And again, I do feel for his kids that they're going through this, but I also more so feel for everyone who was affected by Diddy's actions. And obviously Diddy put his family, in my opinion, in this situation. So, you know, what are you going to do? But obviously we will definitely be keeping an eye. Especially that whole gag order situation. Hopefully we'll have an update on Wednesday regarding that for sure. Let's see. Kate said, yay, just made it out of work. JC said, we can care it less at this point. Normie popping in to say, hey, absolutely after watch Normie whenever you have time. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and move on and get into this JLo and Ben Affleck tea. So Ben Affleck, you guys, made a rare comment about his soon-to-be ex-wife, Jennifer Lopez. And of course, it's making headlines. And the reason why I say soon to be ex-wife is because we know him and JLo's divorce isn't finalized yet. They still have to sell their home that they share together. And the last we heard, they were trying to figure out their finances because they did not sign a prenup. So, oh, Taylor did just arrive at Arrowhead. Okay, good. I just saw Jessica say, just posted Taylor's look at Arrowhead. She just arrived. Okay, you guys, so Taylor has arrived at Arrowhead. Yay! Okay, so Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck, in a new interview with Entertainment Tonight, Ben Affleck was talking about the new film that he has with Jennifer Lopez and his bestie, Matt Damon. While he was talking about Jennifer Lopez's performance, he said it was spectacular. So that has been making headlines that Ben Affleck calls JLo's performance spectacular, which to me, I don't really know, again, why that is so shocking to people. Ben Affleck produced this movie, so he's not going to be in an interview being like, one of the main actresses, terrible, absolutely horrible, her performance was trash. Hello, he wants people to see his movie. Also, too, we know that they keep things copacetic for their kids, which another example of that over the weekend, Jennifer Lopez's sister was actually seen visiting Violet, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner's daughter, at her college campus. So we know that they are keeping things friendly. We know that things have kind of cooled down in the tenseness between the two. So happy to see that Ben Affleck was speaking positively about Jennifer Lopez's performance. He obviously also went on to praise everyone in the film as well. However, we did also get, you guys, a not so favorable, sorry Normie when you're after watching this, a not so favorable tea-filled report about JLo from In Touch Weekly. A source shared that JLo's multiple engagements and marriages have reportedly made other celebrity men nervous about dating her. This insider noted how she has made it clear if you want to date her, you better be ready to treat her like a queen and deal with her, quote, suitcase full of drama, which, no shade to JLo, but she does have quite a bit of baggage for sure. Then, this is what really got me, because do you guys remember that interview that Jennifer Lopez recently did with Nikki Glaser, where I was praising this woman? I was like, JLo, you... okay, prove me wrong. It sounds like you're growing. During that interview with Nikki Glaser, she talked about how, she had to learn to love herself. She's always been a relationship person, but she's working on, being alone, working on loving herself, making herself happy. And I was praising JLo up, down, left, right. Now, this source said that JLo saying she needs time away from men is a, quote, defense mechanism because the reality is that every man who sees her coming now runs the other direction. She's, quote, aware of what's happening, but she's trying to control the narrative and make it look like she's the victim, which is getting harder for anybody to swallow. So this source is saying that JLo saying she's Miss Independent, she doesn't need a man anymore, she's working on herself, she's gonna be single for a while, that's all a defense mechanism because she can't get anyone to date her right now. I literally, you guys, when I read this, I was like, not me praising this woman and then this source saying it's all an act. Like, I fully bought into it, and y'all checked me whenever I was praising her. You guys were like, Madison, remember, this is likely a distraction from other things that are going on, and y'all, we're not wrong, but I also think this is some interesting tea that it might allegedly be a defense mechanism. And I'm gonna be honest, I could see that being a thing because it's a much more powerful narrative to say, I'm working on myself, I don't want a man, I don't need a man, than I am ready to jump back into another relationship, but nobody is down to be in that relationship with me. Both could be true, Jelena. That is right. Both things could be true at the same time. But it just was very, very interesting. Very interesting. Jody said, we all clowned thinking she was here. I mean, you guys know, I was I was praising this woman nonstop. Carla just said, hi, House of Hill. I made it to the live happy hour hang. I missed you today, joining from the Netherlands. Oh my God. Thank you for staying up late, waking up early to get the tea. I really, really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate you. Tabitha said JLo needs to be single for a long time. Joy said, I think Off should come up with, think Off should come up with a JLo repellent LMAO. I was like, oh my God. That is funny. I want JLo to find happiness, obviously. I am human. I do think Ben Affleck also kind of weaseled his way back into her life when she was at a vulnerable time and made her think she was getting this fairy tale happy ending, and then it didn't work out. I do put that blame on Ben Affleck, but I do genuinely think JLo needs to be single for a little bit, and I really, defense mechanism or not, hope that she can figure out what makes her happy. You know what I mean? Because I do think at the end of the day, as much as we giggle about JLo and her non-admittal to Botox, I am human and I do want the best for everyone, as long as we also get a little clarification with her involvement in some things with Diddy. I have not forgotten that, and I do need to get some clarification with some things that she was allegedly involved in as well. Miss Jackie X said, talking about how you're doing. I love it. Robert said she really should focus on herself. D said, Diddy though? D said, I'm not ready to put all the blame on Ben Affleck, and I respect. 901 Erica said, I think JLo is in the Diddy mess and jumped ship fast. Oh, and Ben jumped ship fast. Miss Jackie X said, I think she needs time to herself too, but what is time for us can be different to her as well. That is true. For some, they might need a year to recover. For JLo, she might need a month. And then Marie said a non-cheating version of an A-Rod would be good. I agree. I do feel like her and A-Rod were a good couple, honestly, until he started sliding into girls' DMs, obviously. Miley, I'm so happy that you tuned in. Gee, I'm so late. You're literally so fine, Miley. We are just getting into the Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater to you guys, because Ariana and Ethan, although it has been several months since their relationship was announced to the world, they finally went Instagram official. Ariana posted a slew of photos from the Australia premiere of Wicked. She looks really good, honestly. She is giving Glenda the Good Witch in the best way. She looks good in the photos. She looks good at the premiere. But she posted a group shot that included Ethan Slater and then just a shot of the two of them. It's from behind. They're walking down a set of stairs. It looks like he's like helping her with her dress. But she did tag him. So this is technically their first official grid Instagram post together. And it comes after Ethan Slater recently did an interview with GQ where he shared the most difficult part of him and Ariana's relationship. He said, quote, obviously it was a really super big year, and I think there was something that was really difficult about things in your private life being commented on and looked at by the public. He continued saying, quote, there were a lot of big changes in private lives that were really happening, so it's really hard to see people who don't know anything about what's happening commenting on it and speculating, and then getting things wrong about the people you love. So just to address that part of it, that feels really hard. You guys know how I feel about Ariana and Ethan Slater's comments about their relationship and the public having things to say about it. I kind of feel as though those comments are getting tired, in my opinion. You guys know, feel like I would probably have let the whole Ariana and Ethan Slater thing go if they would just own up to the way it came out to the public instead of always trying to pretend like we're crazy for coming up with the narratives that we came up with. But if that's the thing that he wants to keep on pushing, I guess they're the ones that have to sleep with it at night. But in my opinion, the whole blaming the public for speculating and creating a narrative and commenting, it does feel a little bit tired. It does feel a little bit tired, in my opinion. I feel like at this point they should just both lean in. But I doubt that's ever going to happen. This will still be a very long Wicked press tour. Remember, this is just part 1 of Wicked, you guys. There's gonna be a whole part 2. So maybe eventually they'll stop with this little storyline that they came up with. And I hope they do. I really, really hope they do. Abby said, I heard Ethan looks like her brother. Abby, so that is something that I saw very early on when it was announced that Ethan Slater and Ariana Grande were dating. I saw a meme that compared Ethan Slater to Frankie Grande, saying they looked alike. And Abby, I have not been able to unsee it. So I will say, if you look up the meme of Ethan Slater and Frankie Grande being twins, I know I've ruined it for a lot of you too in the House of Hill. I'm sorry about that. If you look that up, just know, see, Crystal said cannot unsee. You will not be able to unsee it. Like, truly now, anytime I see Ethan Slater, all I can see is Ariana is with somebody who does look like her brother. Like, it is one of those things that once your brain makes that connection, it will never not make the connection. Also, Katya, I missed what we're celebrating, but I wanted to say congratulations. I see people congratulating you in the chat, and I wanted to make sure I shouted you out. Thank you for sharing your news with the House of Hill. Joy said, ew. Cousin said it's nightmare fuel. Robert said the resemblance is uncanny. 901 Erica said you deaf can't unsee that. I mean, truthfully. Color said some pictures I thought it was her brother. Then I was like, wait, he's dressed different. Colors, that is so funny. And Jody said, OMG, I just looked it up, and mind blown emoji. I know, sorry guys. But it needs to be said. Crimson Rose said, I think it's weird to date someone with my brother's name. I could not even fathom dating a lookalike. And you know, I'm sure when she met Ethan Slater, like, no way she saw him and was like, you look like my brother. Like, obviously, that is just the internet being the internet. But it is one of those things that it's like too close. I think I'm French now already. Haven't even been to Paris yet and already think I'm French. It's just a little too close. Once you've seen it, it's a little too close. And again, it's just one of those things you can't unsee. Also, hi Betty, I'm so happy you were able to pop in. Welcome. If you guys are here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. Okay, let's go ahead and move on from Ariana Grande and SpongeBob SquarePants, aka Ethan Slater, going Instagram official, and get into this Kanye West and Bianca sensory tea. Then we're going to talk about Travis Scott, Kylie Jenner, Timothy Chalamet. Then we're going to get into Selena and then Taylor and Travis. I want to make sure we have plenty of time to get into the rest of these topics before the Chiefs game. I obviously want to make sure everyone can have time to get their snacks ready, get the TV queued up, ready to go for kickoff. I got to put my Chiefs shirt on, my Lucky Chiefs sweater now that it's getting chilly. Okay, you guys, Kanye West and Bianca Sensory. Hi, Brianna. I'm so happy that you tuned in. So they seem to be okay despite those split rumors, you guys. Obviously, this was a couple weeks ago. There were rumors that Kanye and Bianca were going to get divorced. We were hearing that Bianca was spending time at home in Australia. Kanye was saying he's going to move to Tokyo. 2 days after that report, we did see them publicly together. And then now we've seen them together once again. They were at a McDonald's in Tokyo earlier today. They were seen ordering at a kiosk. People were tweeting about having interactions with them. Bianca was wearing a little skimpy silver outfit situation. And while normally, you know, we have a lot to say about Kanye and Bianca, I will say their taste is jumping out. You guys know, and if you don't know this, let me make it clear. I will never hate on somebody for going to McDonald's. I know that there are influencers and creators who like to pretend like they're above a McDonald's situation. Not I, said the spy. I live for McDonald's. I love myself a McDonald's Diet Coke. So you guys cannot be surprised that I, of course, had to make sure I made it a point to recognize that Kanye and Bianca were seen out at a McDonald's in Tokyo. And also, I don't know about anyone else, but I love seeing videos of people eating McDonald's in other countries. That absolutely fascinates me. I love those videos. So I obviously, of course, had to make sure we touched on this. I would also love to go to a McDonald's in Tokyo. I'm trying to go to Tokyo Disney. When Emmy after watches this, she is our Tokyo House of Hill member. But yeah, I of course had to go ahead and put this on the rundown. But also, you guys, another interesting report about Kanye and Bianca from In Touch Weekly. A source shared, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts about this. A source shared that Kanye might have some reality TV interest for him and Bianca. The source said that Kanye is, quote, convinced people would be drawn to him and Bianca and that it would be an instant hit. The insider went on to say that there's two people who would not be drawn to Kanye and Bianca, Kim Kardashian and Mama Kris. As the source said, quote, it's really a worst case scenario situation for Kris and Kim. He could come back to haunt them in their own stomping grounds, and inevitably he's going to pull them into the show, even if it's just him talking about them. But the source posed the question saying, but they do the same on their show, so why can't he do the same? My question for you guys is, would you watch a reality show about Kanye West and Bianca Sensory? Let me know. My personal opinion, I don't know if I would watch a full reality show, but I would watch like a 4-episode docuseries because I'm just curious about what they talk about. I've said this once, and I'm gonna say it again. I am curious about what they talk about. And I would like to see a little bit of that dynamic. Okay, y'all are a hard no. I have not even seen anyone be like, maybe a little bit. Y'all are a hard no, except for Monica. Monica said, I would. Kat said, listening only still, but ran to my phone to tell you that we are on a time limit to my family because the Chiefs will be on in an hour. So I knew you would make sure that you would be prepared. Oh, Cass, you know I got my little timer up here today because I'm like, no, I've got to make sure I am ready to go for the Chiefs game. I also have a friend coming over to watch the game, so I have to make sure I get all my snacks ready and we're just doing wine, but I had to make sure I get all my snacks ready. Thankfully had some groceries delivered because I was gone all weekend at Mama and Papa Hill's house, but no, we will make sure we are ready to go by kickoff time. Katya said, what would it be about? His rants, his political views? We got enough of him already, TBH. I genuinely feel like it would be more so about him and Bianca because I think he does know people are done with him. He has said too many controversial things. He's gone on too many controversial rants that people wouldn't tune in just for him, but I think he does. I do think some people, curiosity would get the best of them, myself included, and they would want to see their relationship dynamic. I think that would probably be the only way that he would be able to get a potential reality show greenlit, in my opinion. He also is reportedly trying to have another documentary about his life put out too. I saw this last week, I believe either Variety or The Hollywood Reporter posted about it. He's still been just taking tons of footage of his life, recording everything, and allegedly he's trying to put it together for another documentary. So we'll see. Tamara said, hey Madison, I'm here. So sorry I'm late. You're so fine, but I had to go purchase new glasses so your girl can see. Tamara, that is priority. We want to make sure you can see in HD. I am so happy that you were able to make it and that you're able to say hi. JC said he's got to have some conspiracy theories, right? Oh, you know Kanye is a conspiracy theorist for sure, but I'm less interested in those, more interested in just seeing him and Bianca's dynamic because I'm nosy. Point blank, I'm nosy. No other reason beyond that. And that's also why I only need like probably 3 episodes to get that. I do not need I don't need a Keeping Up with the Kardashians 2.0 Kanye's version. Like I don't need that. in the slightest. And also, if they try to take that name and shade my girl Taylor, I will act accordingly. Okay, also, let's go ahead and get into this. Travis Scott, Kylie Jenner, and Timothy Chalamet tea. Timothy Chalamet tea. You guys, I'm telling you, my brain, daylight savings, it is not cut up. I don't know about anyone else, but daylight savings, whether we lose an hour or gain an hour, it takes me 3 days to recover. So, excuse my brain for being all over the place. If you're here and you've not given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. After we talk about Travis, Kylie, and Timothy, we're going to talk about Selena, and then we're going to get into the Tavis tea. So definitely give this video a thumbs up so that way your other House of Hill members can make sure they are tuning in for this tea. So you guys, Travis Scott is making sure that Kylie knows he's keeping an eye on her. Eagle-eyed fans noticed that he liked Kylie's Halloween post, and everyone was absolutely losing it, especially given Kylie Jenner's serious relationship with Timothy Chalamet. Now, we do know previously sources reported that Timothy Chalamet is not the biggest fan of Travis Scott. Again, this was, I believe, a report from Life and Style magazine. A source was saying that Timothy's main issue, allegedly, with Travis Scott is that his behavior tends to stress Kylie out. And because obviously Timothy cares about Kylie, he doesn't like her being stressed out at the hands of Travis Scott. He has kind of been going through a rough year. He's had some run-ins with authorities this year for some erratic behavior. I feel like in some people's eyes, he still fully hasn't maybe recovered from Astroworld. And so Travis Scott has definitely had a lot of ups and downs this year. So I understand how that could affect Kylie, and I understand why Timothy Chalamet might see that and not appreciate it. But I want to ask your guys' opinion. Do you really think that Timothy Chalamet would care or be worried that Travis Scott is creeping on Kylie Jenner's Instagram and hitting her Halloween post with a like? In my opinion, I kind of feel like Timothy Chalamet is above that. I feel like Timothy Chalamet would be like, this man's just trying to get attention. I'm not pressed. I'm not worried. I know we're strong. I know we're good. If he feels like he has to do that to try to play some game with you, go for it. I just feel like Timothy Chalamet is looking at Travis Scott being like, embarrassing for you. Like, I'm with her. She's mine now. I just don't feel like he would care. And fans are making a bigger deal out of him liking the Instagram than I feel like it needs to be. Brianna said, I don't know what the reason was for Kylie and Travis's breakup, but liking the mother of your kids post is suspicious. So their reasoning for their breakup, just a little reminder, they did have an on and off again relationship, and there were rumors of infidelity that obviously neither party ever commented on. Kylie, I think at one point did say that they weren't in an open relationship. I had a theory that they were, but really the reported reason for their breakup was Kylie was ready to get more serious. Travis just could never get there. And I always believed that to be the case. I believed that when they first got together, they did again, this is my own personal theory, my own theory. I believed that they were in an open relationship. I believed that they had an agreement that when Travis was out, he could do whatever, as long as it didn't go public and as long as it didn't turn into any drama that would infiltrate Kylie and at that time just Stormy. I think Kylie was hoping that eventually, especially once they had their second child, Travis would want to get more serious. And I think she's ready for the white picket fence. I think she's ready to settle down. She's ready for a partner. And I just don't think Travis could ever get there, which is why they ultimately ended going their separate ways. But I was always, in my personal opinion, felt like they did have an open relationship. I know she said that they didn't, but that was always just my own personal theory and opinion. And I don't want people to think that that's me speaking negatively about Kylie and Travis's relationship, because it's not. Every relationship is different and everyone does different things in their relationships to make it work. Again, I believe Kylie really did want a future with Travis and that he just wasn't ready yet, which is, to your point, I think it was Brianna or Crystal who said, Brianna, who said liking the mother of your kid's post is suspicious, which is why a little bit I don't always love when Travis does this, because I feel like this is his way of still kind of getting in Kylie's head a little bit, you know? By being like, you're moved on, you're with somebody else. He does give me that energy of the toxic ex who like always wants to make sure you know they're still in the background. You know what I mean? We all have that person who like still looks at every Instagram story, you know, still asks about you, still talks about you. Travis Scott gives me that energy. Like, Kylie has moved on, she's thriving, she's doing great, but yet he still makes sure to double tap on the Halloween post so everyone knows he's still watching. You know? Crimson Rose said, why all the Kar Jenner baby daddies end up having episodes? Crimson Rose, I'm dead. Carla said, allegedly Kylie was the side chick of Trap. That was a rumor. Brianna said, I love Kylie and Timothy. Timothy is good for her and a gentleman, but no shade to Travis. Oh, no shade at all. Just your opinion, 1,000,000%. He's going to have other mothers to track down. So we shall see. Jelena said, OMG, Madison, you're giving me my PTSD. Sorry. I'm so glad I'm not in a toxic relationship. No, 1,000,000%. Toxic relationships are out. But he gives me, I don't know, he gives me that energy for going back. And I just feel like, especially liking the Halloween post feels very pointed. But I might be looking too far into it. It just feels like that's definitely an attention-seeking situation. But moral of the story, I don't think Timothy Chalamet is sweating it by any means. He's just trying to stir the pot. I'm with you, JC. I am with you. Okay, let's go ahead, move on, get into this Selena Gomez tea. Marie said it'll be interesting at the Christmas table. That's for sure. We're going to go ahead and get into the Selena Gomez tea, and then we're going to get into Taylor and Travis. So if you're here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. I really want to make sure we hit over 200 viewers. Okay, you guys. So Selena Gomez had to come after body shamers again, because people cannot seem to learn their lesson. So over the weekend, Selena Gomez walked the red carpet for the American French Film Festival. She was obviously there representing her film, Emilia Perez. The photo of her from the red carpet is in the thumbnail if you want to take a look. She was wearing a tight black dress that had like some ruching up the side. And by me saying she was wearing a tight black dress, I'm sure you guys can go ahead and already know what kind of comments people were making about Selena Gomez. It also was incredibly windy over the weekend, so her hair is a little windblown. You can tell she's like trying to like hold down the dress, but because there's photos of her in this tighter black dress, people think she looks different than the last time they saw her in public. And because there's a couple photos of her with her hand around her stomach, people were saying all kinds of comments about Selena. Not only obviously speculating pregnancy, but just saying mean comments that you shouldn't say about somebody's body. Just things that should be kept to yourself. Now, Selena Gomez obviously saw some of these comments that were being said about her. She specifically saw a TikTok video where comments were being made, and she responded on that TikTok video that of course has now been deleted. But her response was, this makes me sick. I have SIBO in my small intestine. It flares up. I don't care that I don't look like a stick figure. I don't have that body. End of story. No, I'm not a victim. I'm just human. Now, I want to say, first of all, I don't know what it's going to take for people to get it through their thick skulls that Selena has health issues. So her body is going to fluctuate depending on what is going on. That's number one. So because you aren't a doctor and because you don't know what's going on with Selena during that day, probably best not to say anything. Number two, even if she didn't have health issues, why are we commenting that somebody looks thicker or somebody looks like they might have a bun in the oven? Especially when this person has gone on record and said, I will not be able to conceive children. So the comments that people make speculating that I'm with child are incredibly hurtful. Please stop doing it. Like, this girl has fully come out and been so open and honest and so, like, forthcoming with information that she didn't even need to be forthcoming about. It is crazy to me that people still speculate about her body. I do not understand it. I also love that she said, I'm not a victim, I'm just human. Because again, we know a common narrative that people love to say about Selena Gomez is Selena loves playing the victim. Selena has the victim mentality. Oh, woe is me. Oh, poor Selena. She's always boo-hooing. She's not boo-hooing. She's just telling you to please grow up and stop commenting on her body. She has, again, these health issues. She's made that crystal clear. So please just, also, she's older. Her body's changed. I mean, it's just so crazy to me. Sorry, I feel like I'm going off on a tangent. And it's just because, obviously, positive body image is something you guys know I'm very passionate about. I'm a thicker girl. So hearing stories like this and the fact that Selena is always on the receiving end of these body shaming comments is just so infuriating to me. I can imagine how she feels. Like, no wonder she feels the need to go off in the comments, because how is it 2024 and we're still doing this? Especially, like I said, when she has been so forthcoming with all of the information regarding everything about herself. Like, it's crazy. Color said it's so funny because it's not like the people commenting have perfectly sculpted heavenly bodies themselves. Song of the Fierce said, I feel like she shouldn't even respond, but then maybe it's good that she does. But it kind of causes more trolls to comment for attention from her. I do see what you're saying, Song of the Fierce. I do see what you're saying. However, I feel like in Selena's case, because she's kept quiet for so long, now she's just like, if I see it, I'm saying something about it. But I do think that's why she added a little bit of, no, I'm not a victim, I'm just human, because I think she knows that her commenting could really make people go either way. Crimson Rose said, not shaming her, but I'm all for her saying she's human and looking like us. I just don't like how she gets edited in her pics and such. Oh, T. Brianna said, people should let Selena live. Tabitha said, leave her alone. Red Min just said, it's wild to see a celebrity go through what a woman like me go through all the time. Even celebrity status can't protect you from sexism and misogyny. Joy said, people just need to grow up and get a life. Absolutely. Jelena said, remember the Lady Gaga situation when they claimed she looked preggo? Yes, at her sister's wedding. It's crazy. Crystal Vibe said, I don't know when people will get the memo to not talk about other people's bodies. Again, and this is why I always say, I do think we've made strides towards body positivity, but we still have so far to go. And to think that we are in a place where everyone's accepted is a naive way to think, because Selena is still dealing with things like this. And I feel like Selena is consistently on the receiving end of a lot of these comments. And it really, really is so unfair. Hi, Miss Mika. Crystal said, I don't know when people will get, oh, I just read that. Eminem said, I'm late but high under the weather and have a broken wrist. Oh no, definitely after watch and rest up. Tamara said, why are people always targeting Selena Gomez? Why her? Because Selena breathes and people get mad. I don't understand. I feel like there are more polarizing celebrities out there than Selena Gomez, but it is funny how people just love to go after her. And you know what part of it probably is? She's successful. She doesn't give an F anymore. And she's happy. You guys know we talk about this all the time. Everyone loves to say, we're here for a happy person, but the internet also loves to tear down a happy person. It's so funny. everyone likes to pretend like, oh my God, we're all here for people living their best life. But then when people actually do go and live their best life, that's when they get trolled the most. It's so crazy how the internet works. They turn on you quickly. She's also a billionaire. That also probably adds some salt in the wound for some people, for sure. Okay, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and move on and get into this Tavis tea because I wanna make sure we have plenty of time to discuss before the Chiefs game. If you even are not a Chiefs fan, you could at least watch to support Travis Kelce, and we know that Taylor Swift is officially there. I'm gonna look up her game day fit. Let's see if I can look it up. Taylor Swift Chiefs game. Let's see. Oh my God. Oh, the local news station already pegged her. Hello, was I making a ton of noise? I'm just trying to find a photo. Let me go to Twitter. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Okay, I saw let's see, Twitter. I'm trying to find a photo of Taylor Swift at the Chiefs game because we have confirmation that she is there, you guys, which is amazing. I had in my notes, I was like, there's a chance by the time this is going live that she is already there. People were thinking that she was going to attend the game because she was rocking a red and gold manicure this weekend, which we love. Also, Travis Kelce was at her show in Indianapolis on Saturday. People were not expecting him to be there, but it worked out because obviously they're playing Monday. Oh my God, she looks so good. Oh my God, you guys. Look at that sleigh. Look at that. I love her leather jacket. I need that. Are you kidding? She looks so good. She's loving the high boots. She is loving the high boots. Okay, here's her walking. Hold on, I'm trying to click on it. There's her walking. Ignore my dirty screen. She looks so good, you guys. Wow. Absolutely iconic. I will be looking up where she got that leather jacket because I need that in my life. She looks so good. Absolutely obsessed. Also, like I said, Travis was at her show. Let's get into as well the Jason Kelce incident that took place over the weekend. I see you guys all talking about her fit. Everyone's loving it. I'm obsessed. Mother's in the building. She looks like a wife. She is rocking. Her style has really elevated this season. She went from girlfriend last season to wags this season. Our hair is literally the same length, Christian. That is why I have a haircut next week. Taylor slays all day. She just looks so good. It made me want to buy high boots. Alexandra, I have literally been wanting to buy high boots ever since Taylor's been rocking them all season. Shay just popped in the chat and said Kylie is there too. Kylie Kelce is there. We know Jason Kelce works the Monday Night Football, so that makes sense. A family affair. I love it. Now, the Jason Kelce situation, because I know people are obviously going to have things to say, and this was a big thing that happened over the weekend, so I know people are going to want to hear our take on it. So over the weekend, you guys, Jason Kelce was at Penn State University for college game day. He was walking, and a guy went up to him. I believe he was a student. But I feel like student makes him sound young, and he's not young. He's a man. He is not a child. So a guy goes up to Jason Kelce with his phone in his hand. He gets up in his face, and he made a comment about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. He said, "Hey, Kelce, how does it feel your brother's a insert slur here dating Taylor Swift?" Jason Kelce obviously did not take that lightly, that someone came up to him and said, "How does it feel your brother's a F dating Taylor Swift?" Jason grabbed the guy's phone and threw it on the ground. And he did say back to him, "Who's the now?" Obviously, not cool of Jason to say it back. I don't think anyone is saying it was. However, I think he was not even consciously thinking. I think he was just using the guy's words against him. And I will say, people who think he shouldn't have thrown his phone, if someone is in my face and making a comment about my sister, I'm probably not going to be like, I'm just gonna walk away. Okay? This kid, this student, this guy was up in Jason Kelce's face, literally a phone this close to him, making a comment, a rude comment, a derogatory comment towards his brother and his brother's girlfriend. Of course, Jason Kelce is going to react. I personally feel like if you have the balls to go up to an NFL player and say something stupid, you should be prepared for the consequences. And he's honestly lucky Jason Kelce had the restraint not to go full Philly on him and do something else. So, you know, in my opinion, this kid, this student should not have even gotten in Jason Kelce's face. I feel like he has no grounds to complain, because what are you doing going up to somebody and saying that? And I don't know what is wrong with people that you feel like just because someone's a public figure that you can go up and say absolutely crazy and ridiculous things. Unserious said Jason did the right thing, because what the F do you mean? I just feel like that kid, Unserious, that student, was looking for trouble. He was looking for trouble. He was trying to get a reaction out of Jason. He was being a little idiot. He was, I mean, in my opinion, I feel like that kid needs consequences from the school. There was a report from People Magazine today that the university police are investigating the incident. They didn't say whether they're investigating Jason or the student or what. I feel like that, again, is also silly. I'm like, what is there to investigate? Everything was on video. What's done is done. I feel like, again, if you are going to go up to someone and say something stupid and get in someone's face, you have to be prepared for the consequences. I don't think you can get in somebody's face like that and then take a step back and be like, oh my God, I didn't know he was going to do anything. You're getting in his face and saying something derogatory about his brother. First of all, you're using a derogatory term that you should not have in your mouth, number one. And then number two, you're trying to, again, say mean things about his brother and his brother's girlfriend. Like, of course, he's going to react. So I personally feel like that kid he should have been prepared for what was going to happen. But that's just me. And based on what I was seeing online, a lot of people felt like Jason Kelce throwing the phone was justified. So, Unserious said it was a kid, LOL, college, suspension, no grace. Right, I just said at the beginning, Unserious, when we were getting into this, I was like, I don't want to call him a kid because he's not a kid. No, he's a college student. He is old enough to know better not to be doing that. 1,000,000%. I feel like he should have consequences as well. Shay said, I saw a clip today of the aftermath and he was like holding up his phone saying, Travis Kelce just broke my phone. And people were like, you can't even get his name right. So he was just a little twerp, basically. A little twerp. Song the Fear said, it's not just the saying something stupid, it's the phone shoved in the face. Exactly. Sandra said, looking for a quick payout if he was struck by Travis's brother, for sure. Crystal said he shouldn't have said it back. However, this guy knew who he was talking to. What did he think was going to happen? I saw Dave quote that too. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Dave quoted that as well. You guys know I live for a Taylor quote. Yeah, I definitely think he probably was a little inebriated in order to do that, but still absolutely ridiculous. Bella said, investigate. We're figuring out how we're going to distance ourselves from this, but also seem like we did something. Bella, that's the tea. Let me read that again. Bella said, investigate equals we are figuring out how we're going to distance ourselves from this, but also seem like we did something. T. Well, because Also, too, if the students are going to behave like that towards like announcers and people who are coming for college game day, like networks aren't going to want to come to Penn State. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like Jason was just pushed to the point that he reacted, and I think any of us would have probably had some sort of reaction if someone was following us, heckling us, and had a phone in our face and saying derogatory things. We would all probably, you know, have some sort of reaction. Crimson Rose, Unserious said, at Crimson Rose, up from the, I do it all the time. I love it. Unserious, we're so happy you're back. Joy said, if you hold in a fart, you get ideas. And that kid definitely had one for sure. Robert said, oh, Robert, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Absolutely not okay. Vicky said, OMG, I made it. I'll be listening while building baby furniture. Vicky, I love that so much. Christian, a Mizzou student, would never. You guys, that is all the tea I have for you. Is there anything else that we want to discuss? I know earlier in the group chat, Jessica, you had commented about how sports host Pat McAfee had said some really nice things about Taylor as well. And he attended one of her shows over the weekend with his wife. So that is amazing. He's been in Tavis's corner from the beginning, which it's refreshing that not all sports people were against Taylor and Travis. You know what I mean? Cass said, don't mess with someone's siblings. And that is the tea. That's where I feel like family is, again, where you got to draw the line. And that kid had it coming. If he's going to heckle Jason Kelce like that and make a comment about his family, like, of course. Also, yes, Unserious. Yes, for sure. People are just getting crazy. 1,000,000%. You guys know I've talked about this before too. I feel like since COVID, I don't know what happened, but humanity has really taken a turn, and it is crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. But you guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here because it is time for the Chiefs game. Cass, I hope you got the game on. You're ready to go. Jelena said, Madison, have you spoke about the owner of Big Machine celebrating 20 years of Taylor Swift? I have not. And that is giving me the biggest eye roll ever. Also, hi, Emmy, because of course they want to celebrate when it's convenient. Interesting. Jelena, we can discuss more in the group chat. Very interesting. Classic. Let's see what else, if there was anything else. You can't mess with people and don't expect repercussions. Exactly. I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of your weekend. Yes, Crimson Rose went to the Eras tour. We are living vicariously through her. Brusha said, Jason apologized during his rundown on Monday Night Football. Thank you for letting us know. Cass said, I'm ready, Madison. These boys are already coloring because I told them the time limit. I love it. Absolutely, guys. Go Chiefs. Have a fantastic rest of your Monday. I will see y'all on Wednesday for our happy hour hang at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure your notification bell is on, you guys. And of course, I will see you all next time. And hopefully, we'll get a pop-off tomorrow too. Okay, you guys? I love you. I'll see you Wednesday. Go Chiefs. Have a fantastic rest of your night.